I get asked by business owners frequently, how do you know when it's time to hire a CFO? Well, there are basically two reasons why you should look at hiring a CFO for your business. The first is complexity of your business, and the second is business size. If your company is doing more than $2 million worth of revenue, you probably have a good basis on which to hire a CFO on a part-time basis to give you advice on such things as the structure of your business financially, business analytics, and some help in strategic planning. Now, there were two times the business owners approached me when they were really much too small. One was had a business growing microgreens for local restaurants. And he was very proud of how he had grown his business and was planning on making an investment in additional equipment to grow more microgreens to deliver to the restaurants in the area. So I turned to him and asked him, so how big is your business? What was your revenue last year? And he said, $50,000. Well, that is a nice startup for a business. But to be honest with you, I think I'd be hard pressed to recommend making any substantial investments in a business that was really only doing $50,000 a year in revenue. The second was somebody who called me, and he had a blacksmith, and he did not only classes but produced things on a custom basis. And he told me that he was concerned about his cash flow. And as we talked about it, one of the things he said to me was, well, I'm doing $135,000 a year. And so my question was, well, is that your net income or is that your sales? And he told me that it was his sales. And I said, well, you really need to analyze just by taking a look at a very quick view of what your business is doing from a cash in and a cash out point of view in terms of whether you have enough money to grow your business and do anything with it. He certainly didn't have enough money to be able to hire a fractional CFO on an occasional basis. Now, there are other things like complexity that can guide you to grow your business or to hire a fractional CFO to give you advice in a very specific area. One thing may be having multiple companies. There are many small organizations where an entrepreneur has decided to divide his business into a number of different areas so that each one is protected legally from losses in the other areas. That may be a reason to hire a fractional CFO to give you advice. If you're looking at capital investment to buy more equipment, if your company has varying costs, if you're looking at a variety of funding sources on an ongoing basis, to be able to understand how those funding sources are affecting you is a good reason to hire a fractional CFO. Or if you're having difficulties because of revenue recognition, if you're getting money at the beginning of a year for a longer term contract rather than just the work that's being done in an individual month, you need to recognize that revenue over time. And that is something that may require you or advise you to hire a fractional CFO to help you out. So keep that in mind as your business grows and its business and your business changes. These are both things that could be helpful for you in making a decision to hire a CFO.